Okay, the next part I've got to wire up my tracks, which I haven't done yet. So there are all the wires all the way down to the end. So I will wire them to the tracks and then I can ballast the whole lot. Okay, the tracks are now all wired and also painted. I've just got to clean the top of the rail. So all I've got to do now is get some ballast out and finish it off. Okay, now I'm going to put my ballast down. Now I'm going to just do it the way I've normally done it. I put it all in a paint cup or top and I just put it all over. And progress continues. So I'm up to the ramp. Okay, all the ballast is now down. All I've got to do is put the glue down and then that part's finished. Okay, I'm about to paint the hill now. I'm going to paint the hill green. Now I'm using a product, green Undercoat. It's from Earth Colours, liquid pigment, and it's from Woodland Scenics. Now I'm mixing it about 1 part water, 2 parts pigment, which I've already done. Now the reason I'm painting it green is when I'm going to cover it in gravel and grass anyway. And it's just to cover the white, so no white appears. Okay, I finished painting the hill now, so what I did is when I got up to the other end, I just went, because I had enough paint left, I just went back and I think that's enough coat, so I don't think I have to do another one. Okay, now the next part is to put the fine turf on, which is the mix of fine turf, earth and burnt grass mixed together. Now what I'm going to do is actually cover the complete whole lot, and then when that all dries I'll put gravel all along it as well, but not as much gravel. And then I'll also be using static grass in areas too, so it's sort of going to be a bit of fine turf, a bit of gravel and a bit of static grass here and there before the trees go up. So the way I'm going to do it is like the previous ways I do it. I'm going to put the glue all on and shake it on, and also the paper method where I I actually put the fine turf and just blow it onto the side. But at this stage I'm just going to do the shaking part. So now I'm going to put the fine turf on. Okay, so the whole hill now has been covered in the fine turf. Now all I'm going to do now is spray it now with glue as well. Okay, now I'm going to spray the whole lot with Mod Podge glue, which I've mixed 3 parts water to 1 part Mod Podge, which is just a white glue. But before I do that, I'm going to just give it a spray of water and detergent. And this will just hold it down. And now the Mod Podge.
And I'll just clean up the excess just with a towel. So just like that. So I'll carry on and finish it on.
Okay, now all I've got to do is wait for it to dry. She's all been soaked with the Mod Podge. And all the way to the end. Okay, my hill's all dried now with the fine turf on it. So that's the colour it looks like when it's dry. So now what I'm going to do is just in spots I'm going to put gravel just to break it open a bit. So I'll do that now. Okay, all the gravel's now placed on the hill. As you can see, it's just randomly spread across. And also I've put some grass tufts in between the tracks. Now the next part I'm going to add some fine turf soil onto these tracks just to take that shiny or newish looking ballast. I'm not going to do much, but I'm just going to sprinkle some and then I will glue it down. Okay, to put the soil on the tracks, what I'm going to do is use my little shaker, my metal shaker. It's a cappuccino shaker. So I just pour some in. And then I lid on, and I shake it onto the track. Okay, first of all I'm going to just shake it onto the track, and then I'll put the Mod Podge glue, or spray the glue all over the track. And you don't need much, just enough to darken it. So that's what she looks like. And now I'm going to spray the Mod Podge on. Just another look at the tracks with the fine turf soil. And then just a look down. Okay, the next part on the hill is now I'm going to put the static grass. Now these are a Pico static grass, and they're 6mm tall. Now I've got autumn grass, and then I've got wild meadow. So I'm going to mix the 2 bags of wild meadow with the autumn grass, and then put it all on the hill. So I'll go ahead and mix all that. Okay, I've put the glue down for the static grass, and I'm just going to put the hook on the track. And turn it on. Okay, all the static grass is now on. Just got to let it dry. It looks pretty thick, but a lot of that will just come up when I vacuum it. So that's what she looks like with a whole heap of grass. Okay, I've vacuumed up all the leftover static grass, and that's what she looks like. So the next step is now to put trees in, but I won't show you how I do that. You just drill a hole and push the tree in. And also I'm going to do my yellow lines for parking in the centre of the auto plan area. Now this will be for all the new cars that are just waiting for orders or waiting to be loaded into the auto racks. Now this is a Iron Lark pump action 3mm bullet nib paint marker. So it's actually full of paint. I'll take the top off so you can have a look at what it looks like. So that's what it looks like without the cap on. Now to get more paint on the nozzle, you push it down. So if I push this down, paint will come out of that nozzle. So I'm also using a white marker for where the car travels around, and the yellow one will be just for parking. Okay, the next part is I'm going to put in these O-scale Plaza lamps. Now these are 19 centimetres tall. Now I've got a few to put on, but I'm going to show you a couple anyway. Now these are actually 3 volt, but they have a resistor on them which I can run from 12 to 16 volts. So I'll show you how I put a couple of these up. So the way I'm actually going to put these lights in is I'm just going to drill a hole and place it in. Then my first 2 lights will be going above the auto racking loading area. So the first one will be here. Now the first light will cover this rack, and the next one will be here. And now I just put the light in and wire it up underneath. And that's what she'll look like once it's finished. So all I've got to do is power it up, but I'll show you that in another video. But I've got a few of them to place right around the auto plant. And also when I put the lights on the concrete sheeting, I actually have to cut the concrete sheetings in pieces, because where the lights go, I need the concrete to be not moved. So if I have to get anywhere under the track for the Magnorail, I can still peel up the Magnorail part of the track without disturbing the lights. So I'm going to go ahead and cut up the poly sheets, but they'll be a bit like where you can see that line there, that's a cut, and that's a cut. So I'll just cut it along where the track goes. That way I don't have to disturb the lights if ever I have to lift it up, as I said. But anyway, I'm going to call this one a wrap, and the next scene should be the completed scene with cars getting loaded. So thanks for watching.